Hello everyone. Today we're doing a tune-up, or basic maintenance I should say, on an EZGO. Okay, and this, it's the ST Sport 2, has a Kawasaki engine, like a 13 horsepower engine. Alright, so basically we're going to do the oil change, the filter, the air filter, and the fuel filter on this, okay? And I think I'm going to do a generator belt on this because this one is a little ragged. But to get to the oil filter is actually on the driver's side. It's underneath, and I don't know if you can see it, but there it is. That's that oily mess right there. And the drain plug is right over here. There you go. There's the drain plug right there, if you can see that. Okay, through that. So it's at the end there. And then the oil filter is that ugly oily thing right there. Okay, so let's do it. Okay, so I'm gonna get a drain plug for a wrench for that one right there, and then I'm gonna get a pan to catch all the drippings. I've got this thing on jack stands to give me some clearance, and hopefully we should be okay. All right, so let's do it. Okay, so I got a light under here. I don't know if you can see, but right under here, okay, there's the bolt for the drain, and it's I put a wrench on it. Looks like it's about a 17 mil, and it was super loose. And then that yucky covered thing is the oil filter. So we'll have to take care of that. But I got this thing loose a little bit. I got my catch pan here, and I was just turning it. And it is pretty loose, surprisingly loose, so we're going to get that on there again. That was a 17, yeah. Okay, come on. There we go. And I think after we're done, we might just pressure wash the underside here. Okay, there we go. And then we're going to just undo it. And there's the oil. Okay, yep, and that's plastic, so be careful. That's not metal. Okay, so let's let it drain. Alright, I cleaned off the filter a little bit, and I'm gonna move this hose out of the way, and then this little filter wrench here I think will fit kind of perfect. No, it doesn't. Well, I think the shroud is in the way, so I think I'm gonna try a band type and see if I can get around the band here. Because the plastic shroud is a little bit in the way, so I'm going to pull it up and get my wrench on there, okay? Well, I don't know if you can see, but there's the filter mount, and you can see there's a lot of dirt and dust around it because the filter was loose, and I guess all this oil that's on the bottom of this engine came from the fact that the filter and the drain plug were both like very loose. Like, I didn't need anything to get it off, okay? And so that's probably where you had the leakage, and there's hardly any oil in it. So what we're going to do is, you can tell that the mating surface has got a lot of dirt and dust on it. I'm going to do a little bit of job of cleaning that up, and then we'll get a new filter on it, okay? Alright, everything I'm using today came from Rocky Mountain Cart. I got it off of eBay. It's an entire kit: air filter, oil filter, fuel filter, and a spark plug all came in the bag. So this is the oil filter. I'm going to put a little oil on it, and let's get it mounted in there. Alright, I put the plug and the oil filter back up, and now we're going to fill the oil. I'm going to put in some 1030, and let's see how it goes, okay? I've got a little funnel here that I use. And then I'm going to pour some oil in, and we'll check the oil level. Okay, and we'll let that settle down, and I got to... Alright, for the spark plug right there, right next to the fill, you just yank on the cap and it should come off. And then I have a socket, wrench, And then that should loosen that up a little bit. Oops, I'm all over the place. This video is all over the place, but it's kind of hard to do it with one hand, but you know, so. And then you should be able to get that out, but maybe it's not the right size. Okay, let me get a different wrench. Nope, that was the right wrench, the socket, but the oil fill is in the way, and then you just gotta, so I pulled up the dipstick a little bit, and I'm gonna move this out of the way a little bit, like so, and it is loose, so there it is, it's gonna spin out. Almost out, and I'd say, I don't know, what do you say? It's probably original, huh? So I do have the same NGK plug right there. Put the new one in. I put a little bit of NSEs around it because it's, you know, it's going into aluminum. I gapped it to 30,000, so we're gonna just put that back in there. So. And then we're just gonna put that back on. Make sure that there's a washer, so we're gonna go about a quarter turn after it's finished. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a little bit of dielectric grease on the boot, and then I'm gonna put the boot on. Okay, so be right back. Okay. The last thing left to do on top is this air filter, so we're just going to undo it. There should be 2 clips. Okay, like so. And then we're going to do the fuel filter, but let's see. Oh, man. Okay, I don't know if you can see it, but that's all dust. Let's see the air filter. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. Okay, so I'm gonna blow out the case and everything before I put the air filter back in. So give me a second. I'm gonna blow everything out and clean it up. Okay. All right. Okay, here's the new air filter that came in the kit. Alright, that's going to go right in here like so. Oh yeah, nice and tight. Okay, and then I blew the cap out so it's nice and clean. The drain should be on the bottom. Okay, that's one. And the other one, there we go. Alright, this fuel filter is last. It looks like somebody's already taken one of the clips off, okay? So basically just move it out of the way, and then I'll just grab it, twist, twist, and then you should just be able to twist and pull it off. Come on. There we go. It's a little bit. There's one. A little bit more. There's the other side. Okay. And like I said, usually it goes this direction, so we're gonna go in like that. There we go. Okay. And then we're gonna move the clips back over. And put it there, and then we'll put it right there. Okay. Okay, that ought to do that. Okay. Alright, and the last order of business is this generator belt, and you can tell it's frayed, okay? So first we gotta get this belt off, and usually you can just take it and spin it like that, bring it over and just spin it, and it should come off the big side like so, so that you can get that belt off. And I'll just let it dangle there. So there's the belt for that one. Okay, and now to get this belt off, this generator has a right over here, if you can tell, there is a bolt that actually puts tension on it. So what we're going to do is we're going to release this bolt right there, Okay, and so we can take some of that tension off. Okay. All right, this model has a tilt bed, and I undid a little bolt on the side here, and it just pops right out to give me access to the 2 bolts that mount the generator. Okay, and now, you know, I can move the generator up and down. Okay, and so now the belt's loose, and so we can just take the belt right off of this thing by rotating it again. Okay, just like before, just get it on. Okay, and then we can get it right off. Okay, so give me a second. Okay, right on top, if you can see, right through there, I loosened the lock nut that's on top of this, and now I'm just going to turn this the same direction, and what you'll notice is that this should get loose once I release the bolt. Okay, there's 2 bolts holding this in place, or there's at least 1 bolt holding this in place. I can figure out where they are. Okay, so that's one. All right, give me a second. All right, this model has a tilt bed, and I undid a little bolt on the side here, and it just pops right out to give me access to the 2 bolts that mount the generator. Okay, and now, you know, I can move the generator up and down. Okay, and so now the belt's loose, and so we can just take the belt right off of this thing by rotating it again. Okay, just like before, just get it on. Okay, and then we can get it right off. Okay, so give me a second. Here's the belt that I took off, and as you can see, it's seen much better days. Here's the new belt I got. It's the same part number as this belt, okay, for the generator, and it seems like they're pretty much the same belt for all the models. So basically, we're going to put it back on by taking it over the wheel again and see. So I'm going to put you in the here and see what happens. Okay, so I'm going to take the belt. Okay, I'm going to feed it through. There's just enough room to pass the belt without loosening up any more stuff. So I'll pass that through there. I'm going to pass this through here. The clutch slides that way, and I should get enough room to go there. And then there's enough room here to come through here. Okay, and then there it is right there. I can get that on there, and then I can just loosen this a little bit more to bring it down. Okay. Okay, and then because it's a new belt, I think it's going to be tighter anyway. So, okay. Yeah, there we go. Get that piece over the bottom. Spin. Spin. Almost. Whew. That's a lot of work either way, huh? Okay, I think I got it. I went on the big side. There we go. And I'm just going to straighten that belt out. There we go. And that belt is tight the way it is, okay? Yeah. That belt's a tight belt. So I'm just going to tighten it up where it is. That's very tight. Alright, so we're just going to tighten up the lock nuts and the bolts, and then we are done, okay? I'm going to get this belt back on. Same way as the other one. Okay. Just bring it over. And just spin it, and it should just pop right back on like the other one did. Like that. There we go. Okay. Alright, so the generator belt's on. Okay, and then we'll tighten it once it breaks in a little bit, but I'm going to tighten everything up, but that's it. What we'll do is we'll take it for a test ride, and we should be done. So that's a basic maintenance on this golf cart. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Thank you for subscribing, and have a great week. Bye now.